What are important rules for your first dates? Don't drink too much.
Please don't drink too much. Don't be a slob kebab.
Not even a slob kebab. It's like you're having a good time and you're throwing these drinks back, and every first date you don't really know the dude you dealing with, so you don't want to be taken advantage of. You don't want to, not saying that you don't want to sleep with him on the first night. You don't want to sleep with him on the first night and feel like shit because you wake up drunk as hell or hungover as hell. It's like, why I did this?
Damn.
Like, why I did this? And I mean, every time ain't like that. Sometimes you wake up and be like, cool. But it's just easy to be.
Don't be. I mean, you can be drunk, but don't be sloppy.
I say tipsy. I say a good.
Don't be sloppy. Like
I say on first dates, get a good haze.
I say be on time. Or if you're not gonna be on time, say an hour before, hey, I'm gonna be late, X, Y, and Z. Because to me, I don't know, that's a turn off for me. Don't like.
You always late to stuff.
But I give a heads up. I give a heads up and I say, hey, I'm gonna be about 5-10 minutes late. But my 5-10 minutes late is actually 30. But you know, whatever.
I also say give all the information to your friends. Like,
yes.
You give whatever information you know about him, send to your friends. Send his first and last name, send how old he is, send where he works, send the location where y'all going, what time you going, text him when you get there.
You never know.
If you feel any type of way, cut your location on, send it to your friends.
You never know.
Give them all your information. I also say do not ride in the car with the guy on whoever you're going out with, the person on the first date. Do not be Queen of Slim, because the reason I did not like Queen of Slim originally.
She didn't have to do all that.
She did not fucking have to do all that. Y'all act like Queen of Slim was just this great, magnificent love story.
She didn't have to do that.
She did not. The thing is, she was already a lawyer, so I'm assuming she had her own car. Even if she did not have her own car, we live in an era called Uber and Lyft. And taxis still around here. You know what I mean? She had the money and she had the means in general to find a way to the date. I'm pretty sure she had a lawyer friend, a best friend, a cousin that could have took her out and then would have picked her up when she was done. A stranger picking you up on a dating site of all fucking places, a dating site, picking you up from your real ass address, taking you somewhere and bringing you back does not make sense in my mind. This is not the 1950s, this ain't the 1960s. You don't meet nobody, no first date come to your house. He don't even know where you live. He might know the side of town, but he don't even know where you live yet.
Now, I've been guilty of this only because I was actually out of town when I went on the first date, but I was encouraged to, but now that I think about it, I mean, you know, it didn't work out, which is fine, but that was the bad driver.
And what was the first thing I said to you? I was like, you let him drive. First thing.
Now, yeah, I let him drive, but
first thing.
But yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. I definitely say meet them.
Meet them where they at.
Meet them where they're at. Do not let them pick you up. Don't let them know where you live.
Do not. They might know the side of town you live in, but
don't even give them that.
They might, and you know, if I say Houston's kind of big, so if I say whatever side, that don't pinpoint nothing. Yeah. But honestly, if they know what side of town you live in, I'm not upset with that. So, because people sometimes when they're coordinating dates, they want to make sure it's like it's accessible for everybody. Yeah. So sometimes that come out. But as far as letting somebody legit come to your door and knock on your door, that's some 90s shit. That's some 80s shit. All that bring flowers to the door. All that, I'm sorry, you can't get flowers at the door no more. You meet that nigga where he at, tell him to bring them flowers into the restaurant. Better yet, tell him to cash app you. What he won't do is be at your door with a box of candy and some fucking flowers. It's 2021. Niggas will put you in your house, kill you, and put you in the basement. You ain't got no basement because you didn't even know. So, yeah, that's the main thing. So, for sure. Oh, also, on first dates, do not order what you cannot afford.
I'll say this. Go, because sometimes, especially if you don't know where you're going to dinner,
Google.
I say eat before you go, Because there's nothing worse than going to a restaurant that you've never been to and the food fucking sucks and you order it and it's like it's trash. So I believe in, and then you never know, like you just don't know, like what if it's not really like the restaurant you're thinking it is? Like I don't know.
This is the thing. When I go on dates and they name the restaurant, I Google the restaurant, go down, they Yelp review, read all the information on Google and do that. Also, I say not eat before you go. I say only. I used to go on dates and used to do a money grab because I'm half of a bird bitch, so I get it. I get going on and ordering lobster and getting the finest of the champel. I get it, but like this day and age, I'm grown now, so that's a young girl's game. Well, for me, that's a younger. I feel like it's a young girl's game. For me, I don't order what I can't afford because I've heard stories where people have gotten really shady when the bill came and things happened, and I just never want to be in a predicament where I genuinely do not have the money.
Yeah.
And I mean, now we live in a Cash App age where if something like that was happening to me now, I'll just hit my mama up and be like, I'm on this date, he XYZ, I ain't got it in my account. But I mean, also I'm a grown ass woman now, so I probably do have it in my account, so I don't order more than what I can afford. Right. Period.
True.
And that's drink wise too. If you're a person who likes
I like to drink.
Do you drink before your dates?
Sometimes.
I do pregame.
Like, I pregame, but I do eat before just because I've been out on a date to where I've seen the menu at the restaurant, I've looked it up and all that shit, and when I went there, it was disgusting, and I was fucking hungry. Like I was pissed off because I'm drunk and I'm hungry. So I'm ready to fucking go, and I'm ready to go to Chacho's so I can give me something to eat.
A classy bitch.
So again, I just feel like it's not to get full, but just enough to kind of satisfy that hunger monster. That way, like if the food is disappointing, because you fucking never know. Like, these restaurants are, the descriptions of the menu is sometimes not what it is, and then you get it and it's fucking bland as shit. And you're pissed off because you're hungry and you're drunk and you're not going home with this nigga. You ready to go home, and you're still hungry. It's annoying. So I say eat a little bit, get you a sandwich, get you a little cup of noodles, whatever your heart's desire.
But if all fails, give the information. Meet him in a public place. Do not let him pick you up.
Facts.
Give your friends or your trusted friends or your mama all his information that you have, and do not get pissy drunk.
Yes.
Get buzz enough where you can be coherent enough. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to bring it up, but a lot of times when charges need to be pressed and things happen, the first thing they do is bring up how much alcohol was involved.
And I will say,
and that's unfortunate.
I've done that. Where I went on a date with somebody and I got shit faced. Luckily, thank God, he was not a troll and he was not a trash person. He actually, I refused to let him drive me. Like I fought him, and I ended up driving to my friend's house. This was before iPhones and shit like that. So this was before that. So he ended up following me to my friend's house to make sure that I made it home safely. But I woke up the next morning so embarrassed because I'm like really? Like it could have went so many different ways.
Mine went a different way. I think I told the story. I'm not going to the story now. We'll save that for another day. But we were at a wine bar. I was taking shots of Grey Goose and chasing it with Merlot. This is back when I was in Tallahassee. I remember being at the wine bar, and the next thing I remember standing on an air conditioned unit trying to jump into my apartment with a cami and panties on. And I will leave that there. Make sure you not get too drunk on these days.
Especially the first one.
It's some jokes I can crack on that, but the reality is,
yeah, that's not a good look.
Don't do it. We'll have a more in-depth conversation about that one day. But that was a very questionable night. And sexual assault is definitely lingering in that story.
Man.
Yeah, definitely. So be safe, kids.